So yesterday when I was speaking to Edochie, and then I asked him what if his ex-wife, Mayor Edochie, provides a husband, will he still refuse to sign for the divorce according to our culture that requires her to provide a husband? A man like Edochie can say only if the husband can afford his requirements, because he cannot just sign a divorce without them hosting $1 million divorce party for him and his people. You know, when he said that, it reminds me that thing of knowing the power of understanding. Because where there is understanding, everything goes smoothly. So the problem I see here is that men fail to understand or fail to communicate with you in a very calm manner about this divorce thing. Because I know divorce process cannot pass more than 6 months, but I have seen a divorce process that lasts more than 10 years because of lack of understanding. Especially when you marry a husband who have a coconut head like Edochie. Edochie have a very big coconut head. He's a very stubborn person who will definitely make sure he prove you wrong when he is not agreeing to whatever you are saying. So sometimes, ladies, you see, when you marry a man who is very stubborn, it doesn't necessarily require you to fight to him before you want him to listen to you. Sometimes it requires you to talk to him in a very calm manner, because men, they have this ego, and that ego is to show you that they have the capacity of doing whatever they want to do. So, but in this case of this divorce, because now he is bragging, saying only if the husband is willing to host a divorce party for him that worth millions of dollars, because he can't just sign a divorce like nothing happened. He must invite his friends and his family to come and witness the divorce, exactly how the marriage happened. So, but the question remains, all those ones pushing me to go ahead for this, all this thing of going to the court without traditionally do these things amicably, are you willing to support me financially? Because now this guy is very serious, because he was very serious when he said it. He said only if the husband can afford his requirement, because I cannot just sign a divorce like that. So when you go to court to sign for a divorce while your husband is agreeing to the same thing, it won't necessarily have to take you more than 6 months, all right? But when it's not like that, it's a problem. The reason why I said it's a problem is because a man like Edochie, who is not the one who initiated this divorce, can drain you and make sure the lawyers, they keep eating your money. There is nothing lawyer can do. Marriage is an agreement of two people who agreed to marry each other. That is how divorce process have to be also. Two people must agree in doing this thing together. When you involve the third party, it's a problem. So Mayor made a very big mistake of involving a third party without agreeing with the husband first. That is why Yul is busy dragging her up and down. And by the time she gets tired of going to court, she will definitely come back to the road. So sometimes, try to be a listening woman. Everything a lawyer can tell you, hey, it's possible, this and that. A court doesn't do those things. The same way you agreed in marrying this person very peacefully without third party, no one forced you to marry this person from the beginning, is the same way you are going to agree with this person alone before going to home affair to cancel this marriage. But the greatest mistake was involving the third party, who you think that can force this person to agree to your understanding. It won't work like that. It doesn't work like that, and it can never work like that. Divorce process is never more than 6 months. And there is this guy who is busy saying he made the mistake of going to marry his wife in the court from the first place. You cannot prove him wrong. If you prove him wrong doing that, you made mistake. Because even if you marry your wife traditionally without going to home affair or going to the court, automatically is going to be in community of property. That is why Africans, we really need to go back to our culture if we really want a democratic system that can guide us properly. So it means whether he goes or he didn't go, the most important thing is to marry a woman who understands you, not those ones who will want to force you to do things because they feel like they have arrived. No. So guys, stop blaming Yul. Yul is a man of his word, whether you like it or not. So now the only thing you're left with is to support this woman when she provides the husband so that they can be able to afford his requirement.